emotional support, and she's willing to give as she gets.
But
let's go ahead and snap our fingers for this young lady, man.
So yeah, just asking when y'all knew that your marriage was truly over.
Oh God, but she fed the whole team. She fed the whole team. Like, oh God, like what? She's serving. She's serving with that on me.
So for me, my husband had this cousin. And he really wanted us to meet her. Like, wanted her to come to the house, wanted us to go to her house, go out to dinner with her, whatever. I wasn't having it. I didn't care who the woman was. She was keeping him away from me, and that's all that mattered. Because at that point, intimacy with him was making me sick to my stomach. So anytime that I could get away from him chasing me around that house trying to put his hands on me was okay with me. I didn't care what he was doing. Also, it could have been some little weird fetish or fantasy to have me and this girl meet if she truly wasn't no cousin. And baby, you got to wake up real early in the morning to pull something like that over on me. So I was not playing into that. Anyway, there was one particular time she needed help moving.
I want to know the backstory. Like, what did he do? What did he do to make you that sick of him? Like, did he cheat? You took him back and you realized, yo, I can't stand him? How did it get that far to where you would rather him go hang out with another woman?
I still didn't give a damn. He wanted me and my child to, get our stuff together and go over there. I wasn't doing that, child. Get out this house for two reasons. One, this keeping you off me for the night. Second of all, since you stayed out till 3 or 4 o'clock that morning, that gave me a pretext to be mad at him for possibly weeks, therefore avoiding intimacy with him, giving me another chance to avoid intimacy with him. So I was good. But baby, I knew then it was a wrap. If I didn't even care if the man was possibly hanging out with another woman, didn't matter to me, just get about my face. Anyway, story. Let me know you truly know your marriage was over.
I stay telling y'all my business, but this story reminds me of when I grew up with my grandparents. It's a lot of couples that grew old together that couldn't stand each other. Growing up with my grandparents, I always got the feeling that my grandmother could not stand my grandfather. And I never understood what he did. They slept in separate rooms. They never spoke. As a child, I can probably only remember one conversation them having. The one thing I can say, though, is even though they never spoke, the man always had a hot meal. You feel me? He always had breakfast. He always had lunch. He always had dinner. He always had supper. She always washed his clothes, but they never spoke. They're both gone now. God rest the dead. But I honestly wonder what my grandmother would have been like if she was with somebody else. Nowadays, when you hear dudes talk on the Red Pill channels, they talk about the divorce rate and how the divorce rate is so high with the modern women and all this, that, and the third. But bro, there's a chance that your grandmother was suffering in a relationship with your grandfather. Like your grandfather might have did something so heinous, but because she's loyal, she just stayed and may have been mentally defeated. I'm not making excuses because I know some of these right now, they just ungrateful.
I'm standing between him and her right now until emergency services show up. Because if he gets too close to me, I'm gonna put him to sleep. I'm gonna put you until I'm gonna make you listen to put him to sleep. I'm gonna put you to sleep.
I told you, leave me alone.
You're bigger than me. I'm warning you. You're bigger than me. I'm gonna go all in. You trying to pull it here?
Then leave, go. I'm not going with you. I'm not going with you. I'm not going with you.
Yet again, we have another stalker. My question is, how invested are you going to be if you see something like this taking place? I've asked this question before. Would you jump in a situation to save a young lady if you see her getting beat up by, say, her boyfriend? Now, this is a little different. If you see a potential kidnapping about to happen, how invested are you going to be in that situation? Are you going to jump in head first like my man did right here? Or are you going to stand back and call the police?
You're already on the phone. Okay, go. Playing again?
Right there, Eli, drop it.
Yo, you playing yourself, dude. Smoke with me. It's them.
What she do?
Would you risk your life for a complete stranger? I've had this conversation with my wife, and my wife told me I need to mind my business. I have a family to take care of. I need to mind my business. I don't know how many of you guys live in Atlanta, but there's a situation that took place on a bus. Or as far as I can recall, 2 passengers got in a fight. Somebody tried to break it up. The person who tried to break it up ended up getting killed. The guy who killed them hijacked the bus, held the driver at gunpoint, and, was trying to get away from the police. I'm still a little confused as to how the person that tried to break the fight up ended up getting killed. This ain't quite the same situation, but this goes along the lines of minding your own business.
This cryptid here and this documentation, which a field camera was used, it was seen in an area, and a colleague of mine from a major university set up a field camera, and this is what they got. Now, this is known as a rock person or rock people. They can eat rock. They're found around cliffs, large boulders. They are real. And other colleagues of mine from some major universities, we testify that this is a real documentation. This is a rock person indeed.
That's a sponge. Now, whoever cut the sponge out into the face of whatever that face is, kudos to you. Very talented. But that's a sponge. We can see the camera moving, so somebody's holding the camera. How y'all feel about Bigfoot? Y'all think Bigfoot is real? When I was younger, that was one of the videos that actually scared the shit out of me. And the original clip from, I believe it was the 70s, of the guy from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like the original clip when the police was there and mans came out of nowhere and started trying to butcher folks, that scared the shit out of me.
That ain't yours?
Man, you know why I pulled you over? These windows, they're tinted. You can't see nothing else.
No.
I don't know what celebrity you are. Can't have nobody seeing me right now. Look at my window open. Oh, yeah, look, you good, but you can't have a tinted window, man.
Just give me the ticket. Give me the ticket. I have gotten pulled over probably 3 times for tinted windows. As a police officer, if you're pulling people over for tinted windows, you on bullshit. Police windows be way more tinted than our windows. Don't say it's a safety hazard, because it's a safety hazard for you too.
Wow.
Let me see how dark these tinted windows are. It's actually too dark. 0? Hey, 0? Man.
0 is crazy. My joints be 10%.
Is the legal limit. Anything below 32,
Bruh.
It's illegal. So that's why I pulled you over in the first place. Your court date's gonna be July 9th, 2020 at 8 o'clock in the morning. No, not yet. But when it comes to July 9th, they'll probably be open. If not, they'll give folks tickets knowing that the economy down. That's wrong. Like, I go on my ticket.
My boy, you a millionaire.
Now, who are you? You say you my name is Baby. Okay, I just get you the sign right here, okay? You got a pen? You don't be want to have these. You gotta have tickets, man. That's people crazy.
Facts.
I take a ticket, then somebody follow me home.
Facts.
You can put a 32. If you got a medical exception, you can get a tag.
32 is like barely having tints. 32 ain't gonna stop nothing. And to be honest with you, bro, Lil Baby is a well-known rapper. My motherfucking ass with my little ass YouTube channel, I be getting recognized out here. I'm gonna be quite honest with y'all, man. I appreciate the love that I get from a lot of y'all when I see y'all out here. You feel me? But just be respectful. I had one gentleman come up to me at the stall taking a whiz in Quick Trip. That is the most uncompromising situation you could be in. I'm literally at the stall in hand. You could have at least waited, my man, but I appreciate the love.
Nah, dick in hand is crazy. Nah, dick in hand is crazy. He was wild. Anyway, we trying to run up to 4 million. 4 fucking million. You feel me? So like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Comment. and like, and yeah, let's get the 4 minutes on my fault.